Hello and welcome to the Brutal Iron Gym podcast, where our goal is to cut through the BS and deliver the brutal truth about topics related to health and happiness. So today's topic is mindset, and we're going to discuss stress management and the concept of perception versus reality. So, oftentimes talking with clients, one of the main reasons for lack of adherence to nutrition and training programs is people feeling overwhelmed and stressed out. So, there's a sensation of I have a million things to do, not enough time to do it. I don't have time to eat. I don't have time to work out. Just some people will say they don't have the energy for it, but mostly what I hear about is time. And people feeling overwhelmed and they feel shut down by the demands of kind of regular life on them. It's hard for them to add in what would seem like a demand to eat healthy or a demand to stay active and exercise. So they feel stressed, feel stretched, and they don't want to add any more to their plate. Therefore, anytime anything inconvenient comes up, they just kind of don't follow through with the training and nutrition at all. So it's very all or nothing, black or white, and constantly feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and they have trouble seeing past the moment they're in. So, what we want to talk about today is how can we handle some of that feeling of being overwhelmed and better recognize what's happening in the moment to see where we do have control, where we do have an ability to change the outcome and or influence what we want, how to add in the things that we need for us to move forward and be healthier. So an example of this is I was talking with somebody recently and they said, I can't get my meals in because I'm always driving my kids around everywhere. And everything I'm about to say is probably going to sound very blunt, but that's absolutely stupid. That's an incredibly stupid reason to not eat. You're sitting on your ass. When you're driving, you're sitting on your ass. You're not doing anything. Like, yeah, you're looking to make sure you don't hit into other cars, but you're not physically moving around. You could easily just be eating something, having, one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on eating something, a protein bar, a handful of nuts, whatever the hell else you want to eat. They're like, yeah, you can't eat out of a Tupperware and eat like maybe chicken and rice because you can't eat the Tupperware and hold a fork. I mean, so certain meals might be challenging, but people eat in their cars all the time. So when somebody says they can't eat because they're in their car, that doesn't make any sense at all. People eat like fast food in their cars all the time. That's one of the biggest problems in America. Everyone eats. So how the hell is that doesn't make any sense. What it really means is you didn't plan anything. So you got in the car, you ran around like a crazy person, got the kids in the car, jumped in the car, you're driving this place, you're doing that, and you feel this super stressed, this super overwhelmed, I'm so busy, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. No, you're not. You're sitting on your ass. You're doing nothing. Like if you drive for 15 minutes, you're sitting on your butt for 15 minutes doing nothing. Nothing. How in the hell do you think you don't have time to eat? I could see if you were up, like I've had clients, like one guy had a job where he was loading trucks all day. So a truck would come in, he had to walk into the truck, pick up a box, carry it out. Walk back into the truck, pick up a box, carry it out. He had a protein bar in each pocket. Every time he would walk back for the box, he would take a bite out of each protein bar. So bite out of the left hand, bite out of the right hand, put them back in his pockets, pick up a box, carry it back out. When he set that box down, as he was walking back for the next box, he would take a bite out of the protein bar in the left hand, bite out of the protein bar in the right hand, put them back in his pockets. He'd carry the next box. So people who actually are physically active and have stuff to do can find ways to eat. So if you're sitting on your butt just holding a steering wheel, this is probably the best time of the day to eat. Because the other times you're trying to do chores and stuff at the house, you're never standing still, you're always moving around. So when somebody says, well, I don't have time to eat, I'm always driving my kids everywhere, that doesn't make any sense at all. So our perception is, I'm too busy to eat. The reality is, you're doing jack shit. You're doing absolutely nothing. This is the perfect time to eat. So that's what we're looking at today in today's title of perception versus reality. Our perception is a feeling of being overwhelmed, too much to do. The reality is, in that moment, you're doing nothing. Yeah, if I were to list everything I'm supposed to do throughout the next 24 hours, it feels like a lot. But I'm not doing that this second. I'm not doing that in the next 24 seconds. I'm doing it in the next 24 hours. So in the moment you're in, it's not anywhere near as overwhelming as you think. And one of the main reasons why people feel overwhelmed is because they're trying to remember and do all this stupid shit in their head whenever our world is full of things that are planners, reminders. You can write it in your phone, you can write it on paper. There are so many ways for us to track and plan our day that there is absolutely no need for you to keep it all in your brain. And it's actually just asinine to try to do that. So what helped me learn this was as my business grew and I had more and more clients, more and more responsibilities. So not only clients and their own like issues and new training plans and nutrition plans and stuff, you also had like the business. I had to remember, like social media promotion. What are the concepts I'm working on? What kind of things do I want to like push? What do I, how do I want to handle that? There's, maintenance in the gym. Like I have to remember to get this device for that thing because this is broke on that thing. Then you have like financial stuff. I have to get this paperwork by that time and this for that time. Pay quarterly taxes, pay school taxes, pay whatever. So there is a lot, but why in the hell would I try to remember all of that and drive myself nuts in my mind? That's why you write stuff down. That's why you plan ahead. So it literally, you can plan per day in like 2 minutes. So you can wake up in the morning and set a timer for 2 minutes. And you can plan your daily actions. We're going to talk a little bit about this, like towards the end. But you can plan your entire day, put it out on paper, okay, or put it in your phone, or put it somewhere else other than your brain. And then you just go through the day, and in each moment you're in, you do whatever's supposed to be in that moment. I don't have to remember what's 4 hours from now because I'm not at 4 hours from now. I'm at today. I'm at right now. I'm at this moment. So when people feel overwhelmed, is it normal to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Do I at times feel overwhelmed? Yes. Would anybody who teaches, life management at times feel overwhelmed? Yes. But to constantly live in a state of overwhelmed is poor planning. Now, this is going to sound really insensitive, and you're going to say, like, I plan my day. Don't tell me that I shouldn't be stressed. You don't have a clue what I go through. Bullshit. You're not that special. I deal with people all the time that have a shitload of stuff they got to do. And whenever somebody thinks they're at their worst, like, I have the most of anyone ever has to do, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're not that special. So I know people who have, single parents who have 2 jobs and they're trying to navigate, getting ready for a contest or trying to eat healthy, deal with their job, like both job demands, deal with kids, and they're still making progress. So anything you think that is like the most overwhelmed thing that you've ever been in, you're right. It's probably the most overwhelmed you've ever been. But it doesn't mean you can't become better at handling the stress and learn how to live within that in a happy, productive way, rather than always feeling pushed on the edge and super stressed and kind of, ready to break. So when people say that they feel overwhelmed, they're right, they do. But be proactive. Do something about it. Don't just live in a state of overwhelmed. So we've talked about this in past podcasts, and I was just talking with somebody recently about it, is people often like the feeling of pressure and being overwhelmed because it makes them feel important. So sometimes people don't want to fix the stress that they face because if they didn't have stress, they wouldn't know what to do. They're so used to living in stress that they find purpose and meaning in being stressed. Well, I'm so stressed because I'm so important. That's kind of a dumb way to live. Why would you make yourself miserable just to quote unquote feel happy about being important? You're miserable. You're not happy. Whereas if you manage your life and things feel easier, and then all of a sudden guilt kicks in. Well, life's too easy for me. Why do I get to have it easy? Like, this isn't right. I must not be doing enough. Maybe I need to try harder on this thing. Maybe I need to do that thing. I'm going to start volunteering for this. And all of a sudden get overwhelmed again. And then talk about how, it's so stupid to be overwhelmed and I need to find a way to relax. Then as soon as I relax again, I feel guilty again. And oh my God, people just go through these circuits and cycles. And it's just insane to watch. But that's what we have to look at is in perception, we often feel overwhelmed with the thousands of things that we have to do. The reality is not all 1,000 things need done right now. So plan the day ahead. Figure out small steps you can take to ensure good momentary habits. And then you string along a lot of good, healthy moments, and you don't feel so stressed. So, going back to the example of I'm too busy to eat, I'm driving my kids around everywhere. The perception is I'm too busy to eat. The reality is you're not busy at all. You're sitting on your ass doing nothing. So the lesson here is what are you actually doing in the moment? In the moment, the person is sitting on their butt doing nothing. So if they had food available and ready, could they eat? Yes, absolutely. Like I said, people eat in their commutes to work all the time. It's one of the reasons why America's fat as hell, because we all eat fast food in the car. So people can eat in a car. That is not a foreign concept. So what you have to do then is how do you apply the lesson is to have quick foods available, something you can grab and go. So you would have something at home in a snack or pantry area. Like I said, like bags of nuts are great, having an apple, a protein bar, whatever. Just anything that you can just pick up, walk out the door, and eat in the car. So I've talked before how I might make a bagel sandwich in the morning. So I used to make I used to heat up a bagel. So I'd open the bag of bagels. I would put the bagel in the toaster, push the thing down. I would get out lunch meat out of the fridge. I'd get out some hot sauce and a slice and some cheese. I would pull the meat that I wanted out of the bag, unwrap the cheese, put that on top of the meat. By then the bagel pops out. I put the sauce, like hot sauce on it, because I like that because it reminded me to kind of drink fluid. So I would put the hot sauce on the bagel, put the meat and the cheese on the bagel, put the top part of the bagel on, smush it shut, and then I would walk out the door and I would have everything ready to eat. That bagel sandwich took less than 2 minutes to make, and it took less than 6 minutes to eat on my 8-minute commute to work. Yes, I'm very lucky. I only have an 8-minute commute to work. So I was getting breakfast in with a 2-minute preparation investment and then eating it for 6 minutes while I was in my car. Any day I did not get that breakfast in was by choice or poor planning. Oh, I didn't get to the grocery store. I forgot to buy bagels. I ran out of bagels. You dumbass. You knew that was happening. You could see 3 days ago you only had 3 bagels. You could see 2 days ago you only had 2 bagels. So we learned our lesson. We realized, okay, we wake up in the morning and go, crap. Okay, if I only go shopping once a week, I might need to get 2 bags of bagels. So next time you go shopping, you get 2 bags of bagels, and then you never make that mistake again. So when I hear people say, oh, I ran out of healthy food, how? You saw it every day. It didn't surprise you. It's not like you wake up in the morning and a raccoon ate all your bagels. You ate your own damn bagels. You could see them being eaten. You probably drove past a store 400 times in the last week because there's grocery stores every quarter mile in this world. So it's just poor planning. So if you find that happening once, you address it. If it happens 2, 3, 4, 5 times that you quote unquote run out of healthy food, you're doing a shit job of planning your life. So next time you go to the grocery store, buy more of what you buy so it lasts longer. So the perception is I'm too busy to eat. The reality is you didn't plan shit. So now you don't have anything to eat. So recognize that you can eat when you're in the car. Recognize that in order to eat while you're in the car, you have to have food ready. How can I have food ready that's quick and easy? Is I buy it and I prepare it ahead of time. So that's what we have to look at. Okay? Now, the next thing we have is an example where somebody says, like, I want to work out, but I don't know what to do. So their perception is, since I don't know what to do, I will do nothing. The reality is that's pretty damn stupid because anything you did would be better than nothing. You could do jumping jacks for 10 minutes and that's better than doing nothing. Why the hell would we do nothing if we didn't know what to do? If you don't know what to do, that means that you can do anything because you have no freaking clue if it's right or wrong. And there's tons of opportunities for information. Well, okay, yeah, well, if I had, 10 minutes to do it, I would do it. What should I do? Well, look on YouTube And there's a million videos for like doing bodyweight exercises or at-home workouts. The only reason why you're not doing it is because you don't want to do it, and you don't want it bad enough to actually plan it or look on YouTube. It only takes 5 freaking minutes. You can look on YouTube in 30 seconds and find an at-home bodyweight workout. That's 10 minutes. You can just write 10 minutes at-home bodyweight workout. I guarantee you something will come up. There are probably 100 videos that will come up. You hit play, and then you do along with what they're doing. Just because you don't know what to do doesn't mean that you should do nothing. That's a stupid response. I can see it's like, okay, well, I don't know how to juggle balls of fire. I probably don't want to try that without some kind of planning ahead. So, can we get hurt juggling balls of fire? Yeah. Are you going to get hurt doing a bodyweight at home workout? No, not at all. So I don't know what to do. I'm not going to do anything. So stupid. So stupid. The reality is you're choosing to do nothing because you just don't want to. Don't tell me you don't know what to do and that's why you didn't do anything. Just say, I didn't know what to do. I didn't really want to do it in the first place, so I didn't do anything. That is way more truthful, okay? So anything is better than nothing. Therefore, if you don't know what to do, pick anything you want because you won't have a clue you're wrong. So you can find stuff. It's available. It's a million places out there in the world. What we have to do is just recognize that if I don't know what to do, anything is better than nothing. We need to recognize that if I only have 10 minutes, well, shit, 10 minutes of anything is still better than 0 minutes of nothing. So I actually just helped my fiance this morning. She had really limited time, and we had new power block adjustable dumbbells at our house, and we did a 9-minute workout. So we started out really light with the dumbbells. She did 20 lateral raises into 20 bicep curls, and she did that twice through. We then bumped the weight up a little bit on the dumbbells. She did 20 Romanian deadlifts, okay, kind of like a stiff leg deadlift, into 20 bodyweight squats. Then we went back with the same weight and did 10 bent over rows, 10 Romanian deadlifts, 20 bodyweight squats. We moved the weight up and she did 10 rows, 10 RDLs, like Romanian deadlifts. So we did shoulders, biceps, upper back, hamstrings, quads, kind of like legs in general. We did that in 9 minutes. She did a great job. Is it the most amazing workout in the world? And will it progress her, to squatting 500 pounds in 2 weeks? No, not at all. But is that better than sitting on your ass doing nothing, saying you had no time to work out? Hell yeah, 9 minutes of that is better than 9 minutes of saying, I never have time to work out. Oh my God, like I never have my own time. I never have my own goals. Blah, 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 whine, bitch. So people need to recognize the reality is you may not have an hour to work out, but you have right now to work out. Whether it's 9 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, you can work out right now. Your own fat ass is a great way to move around. And I'm saying it to myself too, okay? So do bodyweight squats, do some reverse lunges, do some forward lunges, do some side lunges. So you can do planks, you can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups. There's there's an infinite amount of bodyweight stuff you can do. You do not need equipment. You do not need a lot of time. You just need to decide that the reality of this moment is, I have time. I have myself to use as a weight. I just need to know what to do. So, the application of this lesson is to have workouts ready. Just like we program and have workouts planned to do at the gym. Have some workouts planned ahead of time to do at home. Say, next time I have 10 minutes, I'm going to look on YouTube and write 10-minute bodyweight workout. And I'm just going to do it. You'll learn a little bit along the way. Maybe you'll skip a couple exercises because you can't do them. Maybe they're too aggressive. Maybe it feels kind of too easy, but hey, at least you got something in. It's better than nothing. And next time you know to pick a more aggressive workout. It's trial and error, but you have to try to have a trial and error. So, in general, in life, when we feel stressed and we have a hard time, just feeling overwhelmed and we feel shut down by being overwhelmed, the perception is you have too much to do. The reality is you only have this moment. And in this moment, these 3 minutes, these 5 minutes, this 15-minute break, this 30-minute block, this 1 hour block, in this moment, you really only have to do one or two things. So yeah, it might be 7 in the morning and I have a 6 p.m. appointment. Okay? Or, oh my gosh, it's 7 in the morning, I have to cook dinner for the kids tonight. That's not for freaking 12 hours. Like, what the hell are you, why are you worried about it this hour? You would say, okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to make. So let me think of an idea. Let me set a timer, 5 minutes. Let me just Google family meal ideas. Okay, I'll think of something. I know around 1 o'clock I'm supposed to go, pick up some medicine from CVS. So I'll swing by the grocery store and I'll pick up the ingredients I would need for whatever recipe I find right now. And then at 5:30 I can go ahead and start planning the meal for the kids. That's it. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't freak out at 7 in the morning about what you're going to be doing at 7 at night. So our perception is we're overwhelmed with a million things to do. The reality is you only have to do one or two things right now. So the lesson is to plan out activities by our priority and the time they need to meet them. If we plan this stuff out, we get it out of our brain and we reduce our stress. We understand that there's nothing for me to worry about at 7 a.m. if it doesn't happen until 7 p.m. So I don't need to worry about today what's going to happen tomorrow. Do I need to plan today for tomorrow? Yes. But do I need to be worrying about it, stressing about it? Hell no. So the application here is to plan your days. So write down what needs done. Just list it all out. Put a priority list. Put numbers by them. So this thing needs done first. This one needs done second. So this is the top priority. This is my second priority. Third priority. So you write them all down. Then you put them in an order. Then you write down the time that you think it would need to do it. If you're like, okay, I'm going to need 15 minutes to get that done. I'm going to need 4 minutes to get this done. I might need like 30 minutes to get that done. So you write down what you need to do. You need to write down the priorities, which put them in order. Then you need to write down the time needed to meet them. Then look at your day the next day. Okay, if you're going to plan out tomorrow, for example. And say, okay, well, I already have something at 10. I already have something at 2. I already have something at 6. Well, I know before 10 I'll have an hour. What's the highest priority thing that takes an hour or less? I'm going to put it in that window. Okay, well, maybe after that appointment at 2, I think I'll have some time from between 3 and 3:30 before I have to pick up the kids. What's the highest priority thing that can be done in 30 minutes or less? You put that at 3 o'clock. Plan your damn day. So be proactive, not reactive. Understand that the perception is you have a million things to do. The reality is you only have to do one or two things right now. So, this is going to help you manage your stress a lot. Get it out of your head. Put it on paper. Put it in a priority list. Put times associated with them how long they'll need to be done. You then take those elements and you plug them into the next couple days. See where they fit. What's the highest priority thing with the time frame that I have? So, what are you feeling versus what is really happening? So again, the person who says, I'm too busy to eat because I have to run my kids around everywhere. You are feeling too busy to eat. But what's really happening, the reality is you're sitting on your ass and you're doing nothing in that moment. You can absolutely eat. So we just need to remind ourselves to breathe and be in the moment. Recognize what you can do right now, not what needs to be done at some other time. What can I do right now in this moment? I take my day moment by moment, step by step. That's going to help. So, if you're having trouble managing the stress of your life and it's causing you to fall behind in your nutrition and training, reach out to us. Our email is brutalironGym@gmail.com. We can help with suggestions, or you can actually pay us and we'll help you manage the life, like your stress of your life. So we do this for people, and I'm saying it this point blank because if you truly are feeling overwhelmed and you just need to breathe, let us help you breathe. We'll talk about everything that you have to balance. We'll talk about a best way to set up a productive nutrition plan that will fit within your lifestyle. a productive training plan that'll fit within your lifestyle. You might not have time to go to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym to be fit. You might not have time to, cook quinoa and, whitefish at every meal. No way in hell do you have to eat quinoa and whitefish at every meal. So some of the perception issues we have is we think we have to fit these standards of exercise or these standards of nutrition that are absolutely not necessary. So reach out to us. Let us know what you're trying to juggle with healthy nutrition and training. We'll tell you what nutrition and training needs to be done to meet your goal for who you are and where you're at. We'll help you organize it into your daily plan, and we'll help you breathe in life. Help you reduce your stress. So if that's a service you'd like, if that's help that you would want, reach out to us. Our email is brutalironGym@gmail.com. We will help you. Okay. Now, if you like this podcast, please share it with family and friends. The more people we help, the happier the world will be. Also, if you like this information, you can find more from us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Brutal Iron Gym. And if you have any questions, feedback, or suggestions, if you want the help that we offer, we'd love to hear from you. So this podcast is for you. So we always want to know what you guys want to learn about. So just let us know at our email, brutalironGym@gmail.com, and we'll help. So, as always, I hope this was helpful. And thank you for listening. And thank you for watching.